Hey guys, if you're looking for an overview of the Edelkrone Slider Pro V2, the vertical module, as well as the Head Plus, I think this is what this one's called, you're in for the right video. I'm going to walk you through our experience in using this after about 3 weeks, and this is not a sponsored video. Let's get into it. Hey guys, my name is Chris Marrano, founder of Blue Water Marketing, an agency that specializes in helping e-commerce stores grow from 6 figures to 7+ figures. And I always create videos about Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, content marketing, meaning like blogs. But I never ever go into the creative aspect, which in this day and age, video and photos is so important. So this video is going to be a little new to me, probably to you if you're one of my subscribers, but growing e-commerce stores is way more than just the marketing side of it. It's also the branding and creative side. And so with the team now doing all of these videos, I figured, why not start helping you guys understand what our thought process is in creating content for our clients. So this is going to be a hybrid video. You can use the channel markers down below if you want to learn specifically about the vertical mount, or if you want to watch the behind the scenes footage, which I'm going to show you as well. So this video is kind of a free for all. Like I said, new to me, new to you guys, but the content is just remarkable. So let's get into this slider. So we were doing a shoot for one of our clients. They sell gourmet popcorn, but not just like any gourmet popcorn. It's super crazy flavors, cookies and cream, cereal and milk, Lucky Charms and milk, caramel, regular, bacon flavored, all these wild popcorn, and they're delicious. So in this shoot, what we were going for was the cookies and cream. We really wanted to highlight like the textures, the size of the popcorn, the flavor. What better way to do that than use our new Edelkrone slider to go in and get the perfect milk and cookies shot. So as you guys can see from this, we're running a tethered A7S III on the Edelkrone slider, which then is connected to our MacBook Pro 16-inch, which is then connected via Apple TV to our, I think it's a 42-inch TV, so that we can make sure we're seeing all the shots, that our focus is perfect and dialed in, and our lighting looks good. So as I mentioned, we got this Edelkrone slider. And we had a slider previously. It was one of the newer ones, or newer, N-E-W-W-E-R. And like, I think it was probably 4 years old. It had kind of stood its test of time, I think, especially for the price point, which was maybe $200. Like, it was remarkable. It worked for what we needed it to. But as you guys can see, we were really looking for something that had way more control. So as you guys can see, this Edelkrone slider, the thing that's remarkable about it is its base is only, 3 feet. It really is not a lot. But when you have it on a tripod, it will slide both sides out. And you can see in this shot, it will actually move the whole system back. It does not have to be stationary to this 3 feet. So in this shot, we're using our Leica 24mm probe lens, and we're going just a simple in and out shot. I wanted to get the texture of the marshmallows, the texture of the cereal, and then be able to pan up to the product label. What we're finding is in these shots, the slider, especially with the Leica 24mm, super shaky. I mean, the thing is probably 18 and 12, 16 inches long. So if you're trying to handheld it, the shots are just terrible. If you have a slider like this Edelkrone, it works really, really well. What you can see from here in this shot, where we're actually using the probe lens to go all the way into the cereal box, which then on the pan out, it's actually, we moved all the cereal and put the popcorn in, so it's the transition from cereal to popcorn on the way out. And the fact that we're able to use the Edelkrone app to set our positions and sequence those based on the shots that we're trying to take has been awesome. Side note for Edelkrone, if you are using it on your phone, it can be very challenging. I say that because I get a bunch of phone calls every single day. I've already gotten 2 during making this video, you want to use an iPad. If you have an iPad, if you can buy a cheap iPad, use the app on the iPad. If your phone goes into sleep mode, we found that we had to reset everything up and reconnect the Head Plus to the slider, which, I mean, in theory, it's not that big of a deal, but we're trying to be efficient with our time and maximize our shot times to make sure we get everything done. Kind of a nuisance. Now, the other thing, if you guys are considering getting this slider, especially if you're getting it with the vertical mount, tripods, we realized quickly the ones that we did have, which weren't cheap tripods, but they definitely weren't like Manfrotto carbon fibers. We ended up getting a tripod off of Amazon. I think it was like $400. It's way more durable. We put it on our tripods, got very nervous that we had about $10,000 worth of gear on a $200 tripod, and it just didn't look like it was going to work. So I do recommend, if you guys are looking at this product, I would get a new tripod. Second thing, if you are not looking to mount this on a tripod, I would get a cheaper slider. The advantage to this slider is the size of it. It's super compact. So if you are thinking that you want this, set on a desk, if you're not going to use it on the tripod, I would not buy it. The cost is rather significant for a slider, and in my opinion, the main functionality, the advantage to this is that it's compact, but will still go all the way from side to side. So like I said, if you have a small space, if you are just messing around and you're not willing to spend $400 on a tripod to make this thing work, I don't recommend it. If you have space like we do with our little studio here and you're willing to invest for your business, I mean, the thing is phenomenal. Now, another really great thing about our setup is we do have a sit-stand desk that we're using as our table. So because the tripod height, and then you throw the vertical mount onto the slider as well as the Head Plus Pro, your camera, no matter what, is probably going to be about 4 feet. So to use a standard, 36-inch table, it's just not going to work. So the advantage I found to kind of an easy setup here at the office is that we're able to use that sit-stand desk and really get the different angles that we're looking for. Now, the great thing about pairing the slider with the Edelkrone Head Plus V2 is that this moves and it's twists, spins, whatever you want to call it. The great thing that we found with that is as we're swapping out these different products, we're having this sequence go from panning in, then twist back, then pan out. And so we're able to swap out the products in between and in post, be able to merge those together so it's the same thing each time. Overall, the Edelkrone, it's been really, really cool to use, to play with. The one downfall I have is with their vertical module. The vertical module has just really kind of been somewhat disappointing. The reason I say that is because it just doesn't work very well. So what we're finding is at like 30 degrees, you just simply twist this in and out. At complete vertical with all of these, which are the tensioners that you want to make sure you're using on the slider, they attach at the bottom. They have a side that says incline, all of these different things, even with the tensioning knob and the new spring that you have to put in, it just really doesn't work great. We have a Sony a7S III on it with a cage with, a G Master 2470, the G Master 35mm fixed, or the Liwa probe lens, the 90mm macro, like standard, not cinematic lenses. So not that much weight on this, and it still just cannot do the full up and down. So Edelkrone, like I said, not sponsored by you guys, but if you want to give me a shout on how to get this thing to work better, that'd be great. If you guys are wondering, some ads, you want to see what all of this behind the scenes footage got you and got us and our client, let's get into the finished product. If you guys found this video useful, like I said in the beginning, something new for me, something new for you. If you want more content like this, you want more behind the scenes of this crazy fun office that we have here in South Florida, all of the content we're creating for our clients, behind the scenes, different product reviews of this stuff, I'm happy to start incorporating that into the mix. I just want you to leave a comment and tell me if you want more stuff like this, more video work, all of that. I hope you guys enjoyed, found this video useful. If you did, hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.